Okay, guys, I'm going to sum up the Bible in like just a few seconds here. It was exactly, I'm going to put the Bible in a nutshell. Here it is. God sent his angels to breed the women, to have babies with them. His sons, he sent his son to breed with women. And there is a Rh negative, copper, blue blood, highly electrical brain on this planet that are supposed to be your teachers, your prophets. And they've been sent here to give equality to the land, no more racism, to give everybody their equal share, no more rich people, no more taxes, and just people helping people. You want to build a house, cut down some trees, get some rocks, and build your house. I mean, Home Depot and Lowe's is not getting their supplies from planet Mars. Okay, it all comes from the Earth. Okay, and we know how to do this. We can build our own houses. We don't need to build them to where they're going to be destroyed by hurricanes. We need to build them to where a hurricane can't destroy them. Of course, building code says they have to be built to where they have to be destroyed and be an electrical AC power, which is a lower frequency. And they're going to control the energies, the Schumann cavity resonance of the Earth. So let's go in a nutshell. So the angels of God came into the bloodline of women and brought forth the Rh negative bloodline. Job, Abram, Jesus, David, Jacob, Joseph, every one of them, Moses, Noah, all of them a bloodline of God. And guess what? Every single one of those ones, the people with the weapons and the power and the money wanted to kill them. So there's the Bible in a nutshell. So we basically wrote the Bible as a metaphoric code for us, Jesus, Horus, Taurus, Aquarius, the heads of God. So they wrote it for us to crack the code, but guess what? Only a higher conscience mind can crack the code. The lower conscious people read it literally, historically, and non-metaphorically. So they can't crack the code. They just say, oh, Jesus is coming to save us. Well, the American Indians were waiting for Jesus. The Africans were waiting for Jesus. The Vietnamese waiting for Jesus. The Japanese were waiting for Jesus when the Hiroshima bomb hit. The Mayans were waiting for Jesus. Okay? And guess what? Jesus didn't come. Rome came, though. The Spaniards. Rome came every time. The Atlanteans were waiting for Jesus. And they were destroyed. So there is an animal-like bloodline on this planet. A monkey gene. So man has taken our genes, going back way back into the Greeks and the Egyptians, and manipulated it. Because the Egyptians had dogs. All dogs come from the wolf. This is a fact. All goats come from the sheep. Remember the goats from the sheep. And all cows come from the original cow. In Americas, we don't have cows. And the chickens came from, like the peahens. They were wild birds. They're all genetically modified. So you can't tell me that, oh, genetic manipulation is something new. Yeah, right. And here's the thing. Why would God create an Rh negative that cannot be genetically manipulated, by the way? Why would God create something that he can make a child with a firstborn? But that son of God cannot have two children, only one child with an Rh positive. He can have all the children he wants with the Rh positives. In other words, we can breed amongst ourselves and have hundreds of babies, but we cannot only have one baby with the Rh negative. How could that be a bad thing? God's trying to get rid of this genetically modified gene, Rh positive, that you have. And I'm not saying just because I'm Rh positive, I'm purely non-genetically modified. I'm telling you, I can't be cloned by your food. I will stay a copper blood, and they can only do one thing, and that's kill us. Cut our heads off, just like all the disciples. 144,000, the number 9. 153, the number 9. Isis, the number 9. I. Higher conscience, truth. And it's in our blood, the truth. Even the queens of the royal families eat and drink our blood in the churches. And they're not true Rh negatives. They are just Rh negative vampire blood drinkers, just like they do in the church. They eat the body and they drink the blood. And then they put ashes on your forehead. They give you a driver's license, a marriage license, a birth certificate, which basically says, we own you, monkey. You're a monkey and we own you. We genetically modified you and now we own you. You're not of God. But we're going to hunt down the Rh now. And so I'm here to tell you, Dane Wigington, you're a fraud and you're a Judith Iscariot. Because the most important thing is not, oh my God, the planet is being destroyed, the oceans. Yes, that is true. But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing, Dane, is that they're getting rid of everything that is of God, the Creator, even the Rh negatives, even the animals. That's what they're really doing. They're getting rid of everything that God created. That's the most important thing. And you never mention that either. Alex Jones talking about President, well, whatever, candidate Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, diversions. Is Donald Trump more important than killing everything that God created on the planet? No wonder Noah put the animals on the ark, because all of the humans were genetically modified. No wonder. The animals were pure. And I'm sure he didn't put a bulldog on his boat. He put the wolf. Okay? He put the wolf. He didn't put half bull, half dog. He didn't put a rat terrier. He didn't put half rat, half dog. He put the wolf, what God created. The sheep. Okay? The mammoth. Okay? He didn't put the elephant. Okay, that is a genetically modified. The giraffe. He didn't put a giraffe either. That's genetically modified. All of it. The horse. He definitely had the horse. Oh, I got to say something about golf. Okay, we need to grind up all those places and make homeless shelters. That is not a sport of kings. That's a bunch of idiots. We're going to put the ball in. Oh, where's the ball, George? We'll put the ball in the hole. If you want us to have a sport, let's do some horse racing, because the horse wants to race. It loves to race. But don't genetically manipulate the horse. Okay? All right. That is a real sport of kings, by the way, because the horse was born to run. That's what God created it to do. All right. But keep your needles out of the horse, you freaking morons. And your pills and your genetically modified food and whatever you put in them. So this is a picture of the Pyrenees Mountains where most of the Rh positives are. And I even said, isn't it funny how I have a dog that's Great Pyrenees? So Alex Jones, Dane Wigington, Mark Dice, all the people that have millions of views, and they control the truth movement. If they're not talking about the Rh negative, the God gene from the wolf. Oh, by the way, here's the government. You cannot own a wolf. It's a dangerous animal. Oh, really? Why can't I own a wolf? You cannot own anything that is of God. As a matter of fact, there was a lady that was a teacher. I read the story. She went to I think it was India, somewhere to get these rare sheep that were pure bloods. Okay? She shipped them in the United States, and that's what she was going to do for a living. She took all her retirement money and bought these sheep. And the government came in and said that they had mad cow disease, and they killed them all. And then after they killed them, they said, oops, we made a mistake. They didn't have mad cow disease. Oh, but they're dead. So our governing of the mental wants to kill everything that is of God. And that is the true agenda. And the Rh negatives came to this earth to deliver you out of bondage. And they want to kill them. They want to kill them, and they want to eat the body and drink their blood so that they can have the knowledge and defeat the human race, to conquer them, to rule over them, to imprison you even more. And that's why they target me. They don't shoot me